Hi, welcome to Spice Craft Creations. Thanks for taking time out of your day to hang out, chit chat, craft, create with me. Today we're going to be answering another question. You guys are just following them and I'm happy to answer. Can you use distress inks and oxides on vellum cards? I don't know. Well, on vellum, period. I have cards here. So I thought we would find out together. So let's take a look. So I'm going to just place it because I don't want it on the back of my card. And I've done cards the same size, so I have this here, and I always tuck that back piece in on a paper when I'm doing cards so that you don't get any ink or anything on that card. It's a nice little tip. It's not my own, somebody else gave it to me. I just need a paper towel for the water part. And I'm using 3 colors. I have black, which is black soot, which is an oxide. Broken china, which is also an oxide, and then peeled paint, which is an ink. So we get to check them all out together. So I've got this little tiny dauber here, had a piece of something on it. We're going to start with black soot, and we're going to go right on the top and just inking that baby up. And you've seen me do these a lot with the inking and everything. Always start off your page. It really helps, and work in a circular motion if you're doing the daubers. So work in that circular motion and kind of go off your page when you end as well. And then we're going to grab our next color, which is going to be the broken china. Now with vellum, it's a more of a fragile paper, so you want to be easier with it when you're doing your inking and whatnot. So again, start off the page and work right up into that color. If you're doing this effect, go right up in there and end off your page as well. And I just want to kind of get that a little bit rounded right there. And I'm going to blend right into that. I'm going to grab that black again off the page first. And this is just going to blend those 2 colors together. And I'm going to start off the page again. It's very helpful to do that and kind of work back and forth in that arc again. Then my last color is peeled paint. And this is the most saturated one I've ever had. It has a lot of ink on there. And I have a piece of paper here. I'm going to kind of turn my work. I'm going to hold that page down with that piece of paper because I don't want to get fingerprints on there. And I'm being careful around the edges because it's a more fragile paper. It can buckle. And working that in like that. It will buckle on you if you're not careful. Come back to that blue, kind of blend it in. Okay, so we've got it all blended. Set that aside. Let's grab some water and check it out. See if it's gonna work. Love those colors together. I think I'm gonna put this down here just to hold that page down. And I can spray, but y'all know I love to do the little splashers. It kind of is more organic than that spray, and you get more control of where your water's going. So pretty. Okay, so I'm going to give that just a moment. Let that water absorb because it's going on a thicker paper. Move that baby out of the way. And it looks like it might work. I'm going to pop that on there. Just like that, and it's coming off. I think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna look pretty. I'm gonna show you first. So I'm gonna hide it from myself. We're gonna go at this angle. Did it work? Oh, it worked! How pretty is that? I have a little scratch in there. Nope, fiber. How gorgeous is that, baby? Did you see it? Can you see the inking on there? Okay, now the test is, because it is a little bit of a shinier paper, I want to find out if that ink is going to come off on here. So let me grab another, let me use this side. We'll use the cleanest part, which is right there. So that's the before, and I really want to find out if it's going to run. Because I know with some shiny papers, the ink will come right off. So let's wipe it down. Give it a good push down. I'm trying not to get my fingers on there. We have a little bit of runoff, not a lot, but I think it's kind of like helping it, making it look prettier. Hold that down. And I'm being careful on the sides here because I don't want to crumple the paper. I think it's making, it's kind of working like the, oh, I forgot what it's called. You spray it down first before you put your ink over it. I forget what it's called. I have some. It's like a distress spray. But the colors you use won't stick to it. I cannot remember what it's called. I'll grab it and we'll use it and see. So that's what it looks like. We have very little runoff. Very pretty. Let's do another one with that spray. Let me grab it. So it's the Resist spray. I have a little bit in here too. And then a little bit in here. So let's try that and see if you can use that on vellum while we're playing around with it, right? That's really pretty. I love how that came out, and it's going to stamp out beautifully. I'm pretty sure if I can use the archival stamps on it, I think that will look really cool. So let's go ahead with our distress sprays. I changed up the nozzle, so it should work. Should work is an understatement. That baby is seized. If you have a trick for unseizing these sprays, can you let me know? It's kind of annoying. I don't know how many times I've replaced it. Let's try this one. That one's seized too. How about this one? It wants to work. So let's go the other way. We'll do it like this. Get it nice and shook. So we're just gonna do our own little marks. Not sure how it's gonna work, how it's gonna look, but we'll see. We really love a tip on these seizing because I don't like to use them because they seize all the time. Just get that to dry a little bit. You can always tell when it's dry because it's not shiny anymore. It's a little shiny right here. So I think it's good now. Put my hand on it. Yep, it's dry. So let's do the same thing. We'll start with the black on the top and we'll work down. And we'll see how it looks after. And this will tell us if you can use the distress sprays on here as well as the distress ink. Again, starting off on the side. Almost started right on it, and that would have given us a nice little permanent circle there, wouldn't it? Oh, that looks pretty. You can see that we're already working on there. Grab some of our broken china. Start on the side again. I didn't go as far down with the black on this one as I did with that other one. But it works. Looks pretty. Very gorgeous. Blend that black back in. It looks really pretty. Can you see it resisting? And let's go into our green, our peeled paint. I'm going to start down here this time. it looks gorgeous so far. Really pretty. All right, let's mix you in. Get you blended. All right, let's take that wipe now. Give it a moment. Now, you know what? Let's try, because I know this is going to pop up even more. Let's try adding water to it as well and see what kind of effect we can get on there. Curious minds and all. I think I'm going to do the spray this time, though. No, I'm not going to do the spray. I thought about it, but I don't want to. Because I'm pretty sure it's going to have a really cool effect, kind of like wind whistling through. And we know the water is going to resist on the distress spray. At least I think it will. Maybe we'll get an interesting look with it and see if it gives us something new. I'm not going to let it rest a lot this time. Oh, it gave us quite a little interesting effect. Some of the water droplets, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but in this one here, some of the water droplets kind of changed the distress spray a little bit. Let's see if it's going to keep it that way. Hold down here. Oh, I think it changed it. It took the water right off of that distress spray. But it was an interesting look at first. So as I wipe this down, you're going to see more of that distress spray come whiter. It'll pop through. But how it worked really well with that distress spray. It didn't like make it sticky or anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and stamp these real quick. Let me grab that stamp. We can do it together. Okay, so I got my mushroom stamps because these are gonna go in that mushroom journal that I'm working on. And I grabbed my archival because it works really well. I think I'm gonna go with these ones. And I got these ones at Hobby Lobby. And I wanna create like a mushroom scene. Let's go with this guy here. I think down here would look really cute in that corner. Right? Like right there. Oh no, but I want it this way because we did that whole gorgeous scene. And I need the other one here. This one. So we can add some florals to it as well. So we'll do this one and then we'll do the one with the distress oxide after. Let's move that pink one out of the way because we're not going to need that one right now. Okay, so let's start with our big mushroom here. We'll pop it right there. Give it a good little... Oh, it looks cute. Doesn't it look cute? How pretty. Alright. And let's grab some Lovely from here. Kind of make it like it's a garden with some mushrooms going on. Which one shall we do? Shall we do that one? That would look cute, right? That would look cute. But let's add this one to the background. So let me grab that other black I have. We'll use the palette one in the back there. Kind of create a little background. Palette is a little bit lighter black, so it should work really well to create that background. Because it's so light, it's going to add a nice little background to it. And I think we can use it on the behind the mushroom too. Because it's so light, that mushroom should pop. Oh yeah, perfect, right? Mushroom pops right off of there. And then we'll come in with this guy. And actually, let me grab the bigger one for this one, because it's so big, and we're going to want to start there. Get that lined up. We're going to go with a darker black now, because it will show up really well, and it'll make that background look like it's coming out of there, right? How pretty is that? I'm gonna stop it over here at the mushroom though. I'm gonna go down a little bit. Just behind that mushroom, in front of that mushroom there. How pretty! I really love that. And we're obviously gonna add something to the top. But let's try doing this one before we go do that little topper. And let's do the same thing. We'll do the same pattern so we can compare the two after. So we're going to start with our archival ink, because that's our darker one. And I really want that mushroom there. Oh, hello, you stuck. I'm going to wipe it down after. We'll let it dry a little bit, only because I want to see if it's going to keep that resist on there, like fade it out. So we'll do them all first, and then we'll wipe it down and go from there. So we've got this guy next. That way we can see how pretty it's going to look together. And if it changes it up. So we went a little bit on the side of this one. And then in the background on this one, just like that. It's stuck, so we'll see. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but I do have some dragonflies, and we'll put the dragonflies on before we do the wipe down on there, just to see. Now I'm worried about this sticking to that, because it just stuck with those little ones, so hopefully it doesn't stick very hard. Oh, it came off, so that's a good thing. It did come off of it. Oh, you didn't see, but I put the cover over the stamp. And then over here, we'll push down. Here it really wants to stick. So part of my little bit here didn't get it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little one that we just did and put that on there as well. And I think we're going to do some dragonflies instead of butterflies. So we'll take this one, because that one needs a little something in that little corner there to cover that spot, just like that. And then we'll do it on this one, just so they match and we have a great comparison. There we go. Perfect. Perfecto. Now let's do a dragonflies with the mushrooms. The right one. Let's grab this baby. That's a cute little dragonfly. And let's have one go that way. And then we'll put one here. And let's have one going down. How cute does that look? We're going to repeat that step with this one. Kind of doing the same placement. Having them fly everywhere. All right, now let's see how it works. See if we're gonna have an issue with it. Grab a paper towel, because I don't want to use a white. Grab that piece. I think it faded a little bit. It's not taking a lot of it off, which is good. And I'm applying a good amount of pressure to it. But it kept most of it on there, so it came out really pretty. I do love how it looks with that distress ink on there. And then the resist spray. It's really pretty, right? And this baby here. This one is cute too. They look so pretty together. Love that one too. Looks like it's ready for a rainy day. And then that one. Gorgeous. So you can use the distress inks and oxides on vellum. It's a good thing to know. And the distress spray, it worked on the vellum as well. It didn't damage it in any way like I thought it was gonna, and it still worked with the other sprays, the other inks. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.